And welcome back to Flashback Comics here in Woodbridge, Virginia, ladies and gentlemen. I am Troy David Phillips, your host on another installment of Troy's Spotlight. Last time out, we talked about Daredevil, and hopefully you've had time to see the Netflix original series Daredevil. It's amazing. I'm about halfway through it myself now. It's absolutely fantastic. But today we're going to talk about another fine installment in the comics as well as the cinematic franchise. That would be the Uncanny Inhumans. Now, if you're watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., then you have seen the introduction of Adeline and Terrigenesis, so you know what's coming. We're going to see some Inhumans. We've already seen a couple. We're going to see a lot more. The Inhumans originally, they're credited as appearing first in Fantastic Four, number 44. That is when we meet Gorgon, and then later the rest of the royal family, Gorgon, Karnak, Triton, Black Bolt, Crystal. But actually the Inhumans appeared before that. You see, the Queen, Lady Medusa, first appeared in Fantastic Four, number 36. She was a member of the Frightful Four. We didn't know that she was an Inhuman, but that is her first appearance, so it's kind of important that you get that one in your collection too. Going forward from there, we saw the Inhumans in the series Amazing Adventures. They were regularly appearing in the Fantastic Four and in the Avengers, but in Amazing Adventures, we spotlighted on the conflict in the Great Refuge that is Adeline. Amazing Adventures ran for 10 issues before the Inhumans were given their own book. They ran 12 issues in that series in the 1970s. The series ended, and we saw the Inhumans in a variety of spotlights here and there. They once again received a limited series, ran 12 issues if I remember correctly. The Inhumans are an important aspect of the Marvel Universe, and these days more so than ever before. Marvel has taken the Inhumans concept and blown it up in the events following the maxi series Infinity. We saw the city of Adeline crashed into New York Harbor, and Black Bolt spread Terrigen mist all around the world. Second generation Inhumans were born from this, and we have seen Inhumans popping up the way we used to see mutants popping up. Kamala Khan, also known as Ms. Marvel, is one of these new Inhumans, sometimes called New Humans within the context of the series. Some other important Inhumans appearances that you'll want to look for would include the Incredible Hulk Annual #1. Features a very powerful Jim Steranko cover, has the Hulk holding up his logo. In that book, we are introduced to additional Inhumans, more Inhumans by name, of somewhat villainous nature, not merely the royal family. And we would also see the Inhumans in Marvel Team Up and Marvel 2-in-1, and in a whole lot of places. Like I said, they're very important characters, one of many of the hidden races of characters as created by Jack Kirby. Also, the Inhumans reach farther back into Marvel's Retrocon history. The character Red Raven, we first saw him back in the 1940s. He was one of our many Nazi-fighting heroes. Red Raven was a normal human who was raised by a race of bird people. These avians are actually offshoots of the Inhumans, and they raised this guy, gave him his artificial wings. He came to Earth, he fought Nazis, disappeared. We saw him return in first the Uncanny X-Men and then later in the Submariner series. We thought the character had died, but he was not actually dead. The bird people are not actually extinct, and we're seeing them right now in the series within the series, Inhuman Error. The first installment of that was in the Amazing Spider-Man Special #1. If you haven't picked that up, give it a look. It's a fantastic book. Spider-Man is a great character, and the Inhumans are also great characters, and Red Raven is a Golden Age great. All of these things add up to some fine, fantastic, fun reading. So, that's the Inhumans for you. The Inhumans, like I said, have reached across Marvel history and reaching even today into not just the comics, but the Marvel Cinematic franchise. Look for the Inhumans to headline their own film. I have no doubt it'll be a blockbuster, not unlike the Avengers, not unlike the Guardians of the Galaxy. The Marvel Cinematic Universe is a fantastic, fun thing. I'm enjoying every single aspect of this. So, here at Flashback Comics, Troy David Phillips, thanking you for joining me, and I look forward to talking to you once again and giving you some more comic history and background. Thanks for coming. Flashback Comics and Games, check out the Troy David spotlights that appear here. Also, check out the new comic release Wednesday, our top 5 picks. Me and my co-host Kevin Goswan from comicsonline.com give you our top 5 picks for each week. And also check out the Flashback Comics and Games website. Be sure to like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, and follow us on Twitter.